People often ask me why I move the way I move. I tell them I have to move like this. When you start thinking on a higher level, you can't help but apply common sense. Your thinking capability is based on your upbringing, on the tools and information your parents gave you to prepare for adulthood. It's not that one person is better than another. It's that some people are blessed with more willpower, more resilience to fight against the unknown. And the unknown often means ignorance, simply a lack of knowing. We were taught many things in our schools. We were taught falsehoods in our religions. Even our parents sometimes passed down lies because they too were misled. This is not their fault. It began during colonization and reclassification, when families had to change traditions for survival.
During colonization, old traditions were hidden. Families were forced to teach children new ways just to survive under oppression. Our people were advanced. We were the indigenous Americans, the copper-colored people who once held knowledge and power. But colonization brought reclassification. Nations were told, don't call yourself this, call yourself that. The Cherokee, for example, were encouraged to identify in ways that aligned with European treaties. This wasn't just politics. It caused wars, betrayal, and division among nations. Colonizers rewrote the stories, erased oral traditions, and created false categories like black, colored, and other. By doing this, they stripped indigenous Americans of human rights and replaced our sovereign identity with labels meant to confuse us. The South holds deep truth. States like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and Louisiana were once strong indigenous centers. The Chattahoochee River carried trade, life, and settlement. Mound cities like Etowah, Ocmulgee, Kolomoki, and Nacoochee show advanced civilizations that existed long before colonizers. These were not primitive people. These were nations with laws, spirituality, agriculture, and government systems. Many families living in these areas today still carry that heritage, even if they've been reclassified under false identities. Even through colonization, many indigenous traditions survived. Fishing, farming, drumming, and family gatherings, all these remain in American, Indigenous Latino, and the Indigenous Caribbean communities. Our foods, our dances, our rituals, these are echoes of indigenous ways. And even when we don't recognize them, the practices live on in us. Elders in the South, families in Georgia or Mississippi continue traditions passed down quietly, despite colonization's attempts to erase them. This is resilience. This is continuity. We are connected across the world. The darker-skinned indigenous of Mexico, the Afro-Latinos, the Afro-Caribbeans, these people share the same heritage threads. Colonizers called them Africans or others to disconnect them from America's indigenous roots. But indigenous means born of the land. It cannot be replaced by labels like native or black. From Black Wall Street in Tulsa to indigenous communities in Mexico and the Caribbean, our people have always built, thrived, and resisted, even when colonizers tried to erase us. Today, segregation and manipulation still exist, but treaties remain, indigenous governments remain. The laws of the land cannot erase the true heirs of this land. We are not lost. We are not powerless. We are indigenous. And by reclaiming our higher consciousness, we honor our ancestors and ensure the survival of our heritage.